Hello, in this video I will cover one part. In the previous video I mentioned in the contents that I will be covering classification of equipments and ownership cost. Okay, about that. So classification of equipments I have covered with the in the previous video. So in this video we will uh, we will go through estimation of ownership cost. Okay, about that. Okay, let's go through it. So estimation of ownership cost. Basically when you buy a equipment, so there are various costs and uh, insurance and investment cost and different costs that is included. Okay, so what are those, like what kind of costs are included and what is it, we will study about that. Okay, so estimation of ownership cost, they are fixed cost. Okay, they're almost all of these costs, they are annual in nature. Okay, see, they include these four costs. First one is initial capital cost. Okay, second one is depreciation. Okay, depreciation is reduction in the value of that instrument or equipment, about that. And initial cost is initially how much is the cost regarding that. And then it is investment, or it is also called as interest cost. Then we will study about insurance cost, taxes and storage cost. Okay, so we'll go through this one by one. Okay, here first cost is initial cost. Okay, let's read this out. On an average, initial cost makes up about 25% of the total cost invested during the equipment's useful life. So what do they tell? Around 25% of the total cost is invested. Okay, here this cost is incurred for getting equipment into the contractor's yard or construction site and having the equipment ready for operation. Okay, so basically initially what you will do, you will get the equipment to the yard, to the place, and then make it ready for operation. So the cost that is used in this time lapse, okay, that is what they include initial cost. Third point is initial cost consists of the following items. One thing is price at factory plus extra equipment plus sales tax. Okay, are there any equipment that is included about that, and regarding sales tax. Okay, next is cost of shipping, to ship from the place of origin to the place you actually want it, or to your factory. Okay, that shipping cost, and also cost of assembly and erection. So assembly and erection is, see, these equipments, very big equipments, they are not ready made, like they are into different parts, and then you assemble and erect it. Okay, so that cost also is been included here. So this is all about initial cost. Okay, so under estimation of ownership cost, second point is depreciation. Okay, so depreciation is what? It is nothing but loss, or the loss of value of the equipment, okay, over time or over usage. Okay, I'll read this out. Depreciation represents the decline in market value of a piece of equipment. Why? Due to its age, wear, deterioration and obsolescence. Okay, so that is what depreciation is, the decline in market value. Decline is reduction. Okay, there is low market value due to the age or use of these equipments. Depreciation can result from physical deterioration occurring from the wear and tear of the machine, right? Since these machines, they run harshly, okay, over time, so because of that depreciation can occur. Second point is, generally the asset costs are known, which include these three things. One is initial cost, second one is useful life, third one is salvage value. So what is initial cost? The amount needed to acquire the equipment, okay? The amount which is needed for that is initial cost. What is useful life? That is the time, duration. That is the number of years it is expected to be of utility value, okay? So useful life is the time duration. Salvage value, what is it? The expected amount of asset will be sold at the end of its useful life. So you'll buy a equipment, okay, at some cost, that is initial cost. Useful life is a time where you will make use of that instrument, and salvage value is last stage when you feel like giving it off or selling it to anyone else, or as a second hand price when you give it to someone else. That value at the end, that value is salvage value, okay. The salvage value is the expected amount the asset will be sold at the end of its useful life. So these are the three terms here. Next, there is, in the third point, there are methods of depreciation, okay. So there is the straight line method, okay, declining balance method, sum of year method, or SOY, sorry, okay, and fourth one is sinking fund method, okay. So uh, these these four type of these four methods of depreciation, okay, you have problems based on that. So I have made a separate video on the problems, okay, please go through it. So these are the methods, four methods: straight line method, declining balance method, sum of year method, and sinking fund method, okay. So this is all about depreciation. So next is investment or interest cost, okay. So this cost represents the annual cost of the capital invested in a machine, right? Overall yearly annual cost, that it indicates that. Next point, I'll read this out. If borrowed funds are utilized for purchasing a piece of equipment, the equipment cost is simply the interest charged on this funds, okay. So by chance, if you borrow funds, okay, that is utilized in the, when you borrow cash, okay, or money, okay. So the equipment cost is this interest, what is which is going to be charged on those funds, those money, okay. So interest and investment cost. Next is insurance, tax, and storage cost, okay. This is all about insurance, insurance about of the equipment, vehicle, tax, and storage cost. About that, let's see. Insurance cost represents the cost incurred during fire, theft, accident, and liability insurance for the equipment, okay. So what all this cost is incurred due to what all? If there is fire attack, there is accident, there is robbery, there is theft regarding the instrument, then you can claim insurance for that, okay. Tax cost represents the cost of property tax and license for the equipment, okay. So even these construction equipments, randomly you can't go and make use of it, right? It is what you need a skilled person to operate it. Someone should be knowing about the operation and everything, all the detailing of that particular equipment. So even those equipments will be having license, okay, just like how we have for our two-wheeler, four-wheeler, lorry, buses. So similarly, even they will have license. So about this license and cost and property cost, that is what tax cost represents, okay. And last is storage cost. Storage cost include the cost of rent and maintenance for equipment, okay. So these equipment, when they are used on rent and also the maintenance, that is what they include, okay. I hope you all got this. Estimation of ownership cost is nothing but when you are going to buy an what do you call an equipment. Regarding to that, what all costs are included, okay, that is all about it, okay. So that is estimation of ownership cost. So next cost is about operational and maintenance cost, okay, of these construction equipment. So this has basically more of operational and maintenance cost, okay, about that. So I'll read this out. First one is cost of operating construction equipment. So what does this cost? Let's see. Operating cost of construction equipment are the cost associated with the operation of a piece of equipment, okay. So when the equipment is ongoing, I mean when it is being operated, so this is what it involves, okay, the cost when it is still in operation. Second point is they are incurred in only when the equipment is actually used, right? When the equipment is in running position, when it is in a used state, okay, that is what they indicate. They depend on the number of operating hours, the type of equipment used, and location and working condition of the operation. So what and all they involve? One is operating hours, okay, how long is this instrument is going to be worked on or being operated. Second is type of equipment used, what type of equipment it is, okay, about that. And the location and working condition of the operation, okay, what work is it and which location, what sort of equipment is used, about that. So I hope you all got this. Cost of operating construction equipment, okay. They comply more of the operation state of the equipment. Second is maintenance and repair cost, okay. See, this is all about maintenance and repair, okay. So I'll read this out. The cost of maintenance and repairs usually constitute the largest amount of operating expenses. I hope everyone should agree on this, because maintenance and repair are the one which has more of expense, the more of time is utilized there. So okay, that is what that is. It is the largest amount of operating expense for the construction equipment. Construction operations can subject equipment to considerable wear and tear, okay. So certain operations, certain work will let the equipment to wear and tear. Generally, the maintenance and repair cost gets higher as the equipment gets older, okay. The more the equipment gets older, what happens? Maintenance and repair cost will go high, right? It is obvious even in our vehicle condition, okay. If as old the vehicle gets, so much we might have to do the service and keep it up to date, so that you get better use, right? For the use you can do it in a better way. So similarly, they do that for the maintenance. I mean, that is what they tell, that as the vehicle gets old, your repair cost will go higher. Next point is equipment equipment owner will agree that good maintenance, including periodic wear measurement, timely attention to service, and daily cleaning, will lead to the life of the equipment. So the owner, what do they agree with? Good maintenance, okay, periodic cleaning, and this wear measurements, okay, just checking on it, inspecting on the instruments, what is water spoiled, okay, before it totally gets spoiled, then and they're making a minor inspection and minor maintenance. This will help you with the better equipment life, okay, that is what they mean. So we finished the maintenance and repair cost as well. Let's see what are the next points. So next is tire cost, okay. The cost related to tire, okay, let's read. See, the tire cost represents the cost of tire repair and replacement, okay. It is related to the tire part. Second point is, because the life expectancy of rubber tires is usually far less than the life of the equipment on which they are used on, the depreciation rate of tires will be quite different from the depreciation rate of the rest of the vehicle, okay. So what happens is, see, the you can't compare tire to the whole equipment, right? Tire wears off with the use and it can be replaced. So the depreciation rate will vary, okay, with the tire and the equipment without tire. So about that it explains. Next is consumable cost, okay. Consumable cost is what, the cost that is utilized during the operation, okay. Now for example, see, this fuel cost and lubricating oil cost, about all that. See, consumable cost is the items required for the operation of a piece of equipment that literally gets consumed in the course of its operation. That means during the operation of the equipment, so the cost that is used during the course, okay, of the operation, that is fuel cost and lubricating oil cost, okay. These costs they include. So next is mobilization and demobilization cost. So what is this? This is nothing but the cost of like moving the equipment from one place to another, from one job site to another. Whatever cost that is going to be applied on the equipment for transportation, okay, mobilization and demobilization, to get the equipment to the site and to take it back again from there to other site and again take it back. So all that cost it has. Next, last cost is equipment operator cost, okay. So this is what, the one who is operating, okay. Operator wages are usually added up as separate item and added to other calculated operating costs, okay. They should include overtime or premium charges, workmen's compensation insurance, social security taxes, and bonus in hourly wage figure. So apart from the operator wages, they should also include see, those who want to do OT, okay, those who want to do overtime, and see, certain workers they end up falling sick, or accident can happen. So even the compensation insurance for workers, that it should have, and some security taxes, and also bonus in hourly wage figure, okay, according to the hourly wage system, okay, bonus also should be provided. So about all that money, the cost it involves equipment operator cost, okay. So here we have completed what is it, operational and maintenance cost of construction equipments, okay. So these were the remaining part of Unit 2 which I had left out. So here we will complete everything, okay, all the 3 modules. Let's move to the next topic from next video.